Hello friends, you can log on to primeaptacademy.com to access complete free video courses. So this is the 25th question of the coordinate geometry chapter. So the question says the y-intercepts of two perpendicular lines are integers such that the product of the y-intercepts of the two lines is equal to the product of the slopes of the lines. Which of the following statement or statements must be true? A couple of statements given to us. But the question is here saying that two lines are perpendicular first of all. Two lines are perpendicular, so product of their slopes is -1. It says y-intercept of these two lines, the y-intercept of these two perpendicular lines are also integers such that the product of the y-intercepts of two lines is equal to product of the slopes of the line. So let's say A1, let's say be the y-intercept of the first line and A2 be the y-intercept of the second line. So we have been given that A1 into A2 is equal to -1. Why -1? Because it is equal to product of the slopes of these lines which are perpendicular lines. So A1 into A2 is -1. Okay. Now it has been given to us. Again we can also conclude that these lines are not parallel to any of the axes because their y-intercepts are integer values. Okay. So both of them have integer values. So now product of two things is equal to -1 and both of them are integers. This is only possible when either one of them is 1 and the other is -1. There is no other possibility. So both are integers and product is -1. The only possibility is one of them is 1, the other is -1. So it is 1 into -1. So what we conclude is, we'll assume that let's say y-intercept of first line which is A1 is 1 and y-intercept of second line A2 is -1. Okay, so y-intercepts we have figured out that one of them is 1, other is -1. This is just the y-intercept. Now which of the following statements must be true? Now these are perpendicular lines, we'll have to figure it out now. So these are perpendicular lines with y-intercept as 1 and -1. So let's say this is 1, 0 and over here it is -1, 0. These are the y-intercepts. The line can be like this. These are perpendicular also. Okay. So slope of the first line. So what I'll do is I will write rather than drawing this equation first straight away, we will try to write the equation of these lines. So the first line is y is equal to mx plus c. Let the y-intercept the first line is 1. The second line is equal to y is equal to, now these are perpendicular, so slope of that line is -1 by m into x and this is -1. So these are the two lines that I get. Now if I want to solve and find the, what do we have to find? Okay, if we solve these lines, the first option says the y coordinate of the intersection of line is 0. So if I solve these lines to find values of x and y, let me do that. So y is equal to mx plus 1 in this case, y is equal to 1 by m into x minus 1 in the second case. So now over here I can then write mx plus 1, let me go to the next screen. I can then write mx plus 1 is equal to -1 upon mx minus 1. So if I take x over here as same, so this becomes x into m plus 1 upon m, m plus 1 upon n, and this is -1 minus 1 which is -2. So x is equal to -2 divided by m plus 1 upon m, which is equal to, this is -2m divided by 1 plus m square or m square plus 1. So this is the x coordinate. If I find the y coordinate, I'll plug the value of x as -2m upon m square plus 1 in any of the equations. So the first equation I'll put y is equal to mx plus 1. So it will be y is equal to m into x is what? -2m. So this becomes -2m square m into mx. So mx will become -2 into m square upon m square plus 1 plus 1. That is y is equal to mx plus 1. So the y coordinate will then become, y will be then equal to, I'll take m square plus 1 as the LCM. It is -2m square plus m square plus 1. plus m square plus 1. So what is the y coordinate? Y coordinate will become minus m square plus 1, or it is y is 1 minus m square upon 1 plus m square. This is what I get. So the point of intersection is, if I write over here, x coordinate is minus 2m upon m square plus 1, minus 2m upon m square plus 1, comma 1 minus m square upon m square plus 1, 1 minus m square upon m square plus 1. So this is the point of intersection. Now it says the coordinate point of intersection is 0. So is it 0? I am not sure. It can be 0, it can also not be 0. If m is equal to 1, in that case it is 0. But if m is not 1, then this won't be 0. Okay? Or if m is minus 1 also, then it is 0. So because y coordinate is 1 minus m square upon m square plus 1. So when m is 1 or minus 1, only then it is 0. And we don't know that their slope is given to be 1 or minus 1. So over here, the y coordinate is 0 is incorrect. Y coordinate is 0. It is incorrect. The second one says the product of x-intercept of these two lines is minus 1. Product of x-intercept. So now this is the first line. I will find the x-intercept. To get the x-intercept, you put y is equal to 0. So over here, if I put y equal to 0, I'll get 0 is equal to mx plus 1. So what is the x-intercept, which is x? X will be equal to minus 1 upon m. Minus 1 comes there and minus 1 upon m. And in the second case, if I put y is equal to 0, this becomes 0 is equal to minus 1 upon m into x minus 1. So x will be then equal to, this 1 comes over here, becomes positive 1. And then this will become, it will become positive 1 and minus x by m. So it is minus m. Minus m. Right? If x is minus m, this is, so x is minus m, then this is the thing. So one of the intercept is minus 1 by m and the other intercept is minus m. So product of them will be minus 1 by m into minus m. So over here product is coming out to be 1. Okay. So it says the product of x-intercept is minus 1. That is wrong. It is 1. Third option says that the product of x-intercept is 1. This is true. So answer option 3 is the correct answer option. The x-intercepts were minus 1 by m and minus m. Product of them is 1. Alright. So this is how we solve this question.